Welcome to a video demonstration of the Idempotence CA. Idempotence CA is a tool that allows you to make connections with other people who are certificate authorities, just like you, and sign X509 signature certificates under these signatures, which are auto renewed. We provide you with a simple to use API with which you can take advantage of our auto renewal features, where your applications or document workflows can use seamless X509 certificates, which tie back to individuals. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. This is where I'd land. I have connections where I see connection requests, much like you would on a social media site. You can send connections or accept connections and decline them or send new connections. And once you have created these connections, you can go ahead and sign new certificates under them, which you can attain with the API and integrate inside of your applications, and also go ahead and access the certificate chain, or you can simply manually download the certificates using this link over here. Now, keeping in mind these certificates are auto renewed, so the API would be the best way to integrate in a way where you can leverage the auto renewals and have internal certificates at the same time, which tie back to human entities at the end of the day. You can add other agents to your organization, make them administrator so they can manage the organization certificate, or create API credentials which allow you to then use our API and set expiration. So I went ahead and created API credentials. I can now use these to connect back to the API. I can also revoke these API credentials in case they're no longer needed. So I have a certificate connection over here under which I can create certificates, but I'm going to go ahead and send another connection request to another user. So now I've sent another request. I can log in that user, or I can wait for an email. So I get an email telling me that there is a connection request pending. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in as that other user, or I could have clicked the link over here and I have a connection request here. So when I accept this connection request, now I have this user over here. Similarly, when I go to certificates here, I have the user that I have the connection to this other user that I had sent a request to. Um, Now, either side, either party can make a disconnect, and the certificates are no longer going to renew after that point. So I'm going to go ahead and go to certificates. I want to sign a new certificate. Say test server certificate, example.com, example.com, and www.example.com. And I sign a new certificate, and just like that, I now have a new certificate, which I can go ahead and tie back with my API by listing my certificates and accessing the certificate, or I can just go ahead and download this certificate. And there I have it. And when I put my mouse over it, as you can see on the bottom left, I have my certificate ID in case I needed to load the certificate with the API into my application directly. So my certificate never expires and is also always tied back to an entity, which is a real entity in life. So I can go ahead and explore the certificate. So I can come to the bundle, the key, and the cert. Now, the other party can access these certificates via the API, but they cannot access the key, as the original signer is the only one who has access to the key when they download these certificates. So we're going to go ahead and import the certificate into our keychain. So now we can see this certificate. And if we open it, it hasn't trusted because we have not imported and trusted the CA bundle. That's something that could be done with an MDM or your IAC solution, or any other way you want to distribute these certificates securely. So the certificates have a special extension. Now, this extension will allow either party to be able to fetch the certificate, where the original signer can access the key each time for their serving or signing purposes. And then the receiving party of the certificate can load the bundle from the API to verify the certificate, but it's not going to be able to use the key. And you get a two-side consensus which was signed against the connection on Idempotence CA, and allows you to seamlessly integrate certificate signing workflows with auto renewal functionality for internal organization or cross organization use with cross signed certificates, all with a simple UI. To try it for yourself, please go to ca.idempotence.io today. Thank you so much for watching.